This contest, 6 rounds or less as we kick off the Shadow Fight Goods Super Lightweight 4-man tournament. Scoring the action, we have Corey Sittern, along with Anthony Moss and Ricky Stoner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 undefeated fighters, but one of them is gonna take an L tonight. Presenting first, in the blue corner, he enters wearing cheetah print with black trim. He weighed in officially at 138 3/4 pounds. None of his opponents have yet to make it to the final bell as he enters undefeated with 6 pro bouts. All 6 victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of the fight capital of Las Vegas, Nevada, Dion Primetime Jones. Across ring, the red corner, wearing black with multicolored trim, he weighed in officially at 139 1/4 pounds. He too enters the Red Owl boxing ring with an unblemished professional record of 4 victories. 2 of those victories coming by way of KO. Also hailing from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, Randy Zazueta Medina. Our referee, James Green.
Okay, gentlemen, you got your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times. And at all times, I want you to obey my command. Touch them up, back to your corners.
So we are set to go with our first of 2 tournament bouts here tonight, and this tournament is brought to you by Shadow Fight Goods, which offers some of the most premium fight gloves on the market. This is where experience meets innovation. Shadow Fight Goods is founded by Owen Roddy, the longtime striking coach of Conor McGregor. You can use discount code REDOWLBOXING24 to get 15% off all your Shadow Fight Good orders. And we are underway. See Randy Zazueta, the Mexican flag colored trunks, and Dion Jones in the leopard print. Perhaps an ode to Emmanuel Augustus?
No, definitely not. No, I think the cheetah print, man, that used to be a theme back in the day.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's bringing it back. Good body shot from Jones.
Good hand speed flashed by Dion Jones here in the early going. He's trained by Jeff Mayweather, who you probably saw during the ring introductions as well. Zazueta just bulldozes his way to the inside and rips a couple body shots.
I always like to give a comparison. I'm not saying it is this guy, but I like to give comparisons because it connects people to what's going on. Zazueta reminds me a little bit of David Benavidez in terms of his plotting, come forward style. He's gonna find a moment to land something big like that right there. Just to give people something to think about, you know?
He's finding some routes to the body. Now he comes over the top of that right hand.
That was a hell of a, like, he left it in the air and then just brought it down.
Well, it's certainly fair to say that the best opposition that Dion Jones has faced thus far has just been in the Mayweather gym. All of his bouts thus far have taken place in Colombia, all of them in a period of 60 days. So basically, he took a trip to Colombia, came back 6-0.
There you go. Listen, the bottom line in this fight, he either has to be all the way in or all the way out. He's doing an okay job of it right now, but he's got a tall, lean guy in front of him that can punch as well. So all the way in or all the way out.
And just chasing Zazueta across the ring there. Dion Jones, certainly an impressive athlete. He wrestled in college at Grays Harbor College in Aberdeen, Washington. College with one of the wildest team names of all time, but maybe a good name for wrestling, the Chokers.
The Chokers. Where's that come from?
From Grays Harbor College, where Dion Jones once wrestled.
Okay. The Chokers. Fitness sport school?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that school?
Pretty intense.
Where's that school?
Aberdeen, Washington.
Okay. Remind me to never visit Aberdeen, Washington. Chokers.
Zazueta being warned for some of those body shots. Straying a little bit low.
My eyes playing tricks on me that Jones switch up. Is he not southpaw?
Jones has been switching with some frequency.
Yeah.
As he tries to counter with that left hand. Looked like Zazueta got to the body before that left hand could get there. And that'll do it for round one.
Tiene que entrar, trabaja tu distancia con el jab, y cuando entra, la derecha y el overhand de lo que estamos haciendo. Tómese su tiempo, son centrados.
It's round two underway. Our first of two tournament bouts here tonight between Randy Zazueta and Dion Jones. Other two semifinalists, Elijah Williams and Najim Johns, will be coming up next.
So listen, Jones is faster than Zazueta, so his best attribute to winning this fight is out-punching Zazueta. We can see he has moments where he wants to go on these spurts and throw a lot of punches. I like it. Very unorthodox, and he's getting away with it. Right there, clean right hand to the body landing from Zazueta, but look at that, no speed. Jones gets away.
You certainly see the athleticism of Dion Jones. These are big, kind of deliberate movements with his legs, but he's making it work.
When I saw that he just started fighting in 2020, I knew that this is what he would look like. A lot of athleticism and a lot of herky-jerky movements. In order to be, this is one way to be successful in boxing, be an athlete and just be unpredictable. The other side of that, if you got some speed and you can throw a decent punch, you'll get somewhere.
We haven't been able to see it yet because Jones mainly working on the perimeter and using that movement, but going back to that collegiate wrestling background, he's not going to be any slouch on the inside. He's not going to be pushed around.
Even on the inside, but the thing now we have to wonder is, does he have an inside game?
Right.
Again, when you just started fighting back in 2020, you haven't been fighting long enough to develop an inside game. The outside game is more nature and natural for him.
Jones has had 3 outings in the Team Combat League as well. Those are 1-round outings, so you can add another 3 rounds against a pretty good opposition to his dossier of experience, but that's a nice body shot from Zazueta.
Big hooks exchange from both these men. Zazueta, he landed a nice right hand a couple of exchanges ago. You can see that he found some good timing.
See Zazueta in that moment chopping way down with that right hand. I mean, this is a 6-foot-tall 140-pounder against a 5'8" 140-pounder.
But the thing you can see about Zazueta, he hasn't been taught how to punch and move at the same time. He has to move, get up on Jones, and then punch. He gives up his height, gives up his reach, because he gets close to Jones, and then Jones either pounces on him or gets away. Has to be jabs from right there. You go. Has to be jabs from right here, but guess what? They got to be fast. It has to be more than one.
There's moments here, round 2, as the right hand from Zazueta comes over the top. Good competitive rounds, as expected, between 2 undefeated super lightweights.
On Zazueta. Right there, Zazueta getting the better of the exchange right there. Yeah, overhand right. There's 2 close rounds there, but I
all the free time.
Jones, I just feel feel like he has the work rate as well as more punches landed. I feel like Zazueta, however, has landed some more, I guess what we would call significant punches for the second word.
Yeah, maybe the more eye-catching shots.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
To your point, Sean, it does seem like the pacing is being controlled by Dion Jones to a degree.
They both just threw double jabs, and Jones's jab was twice as fast as Zazueta's jab, you know? Zazueta almost has to hope that Jones slows down, but this is only a 4-round fight. 6 rounds.
Yeah, 6-round bouts for both of our tournament bouts. But the same point applies here that this is a brief fight. So a 2-round deficit, let's say, and you might already be in panic. Zazueta, who's grabbing a hold of the torso of Jones desperately right now. Zazueta trying to fire back with a right hand of his own. Things getting wild here in the 3rd round.
Oh, man. Jones has a lot to work with. You know what I mean? That's a lot to try to manage and keep up with. And on top of that, he's got some power, as we can see.
We're back to that physical strength that we've been touting from Dion Jones. Might have had questions about how real the power was. He's got an undefeated prospect hurt right now here in the 3rd round.
Gotta tell you guys, when I said this was gonna be fun, both fights, when you have 2 guys in the ring without experience, a lot of different things are gonna happen that you're like, you know, it's just gonna be fun to watch, and that's what we're seeing right here. Zazueta seems to have recovered. Willing to engage again.
Yeah, it's a good point, Sean, because if he were still truly hurt, he had a chance there to just grab a hold and take a break. He resisted that clinch entirely and started throwing body shots.
Exactly, because he has recovered, or at least he thinks he has.
Right.
And the thing for Jones is, well, if he had some experience, he know how to set up another big shot. The inexperience that he has leaves us waiting and wondering, is that moment going to come again? To be tall and long like Zazueta and be limited with the jab the way that he is, this is why he's not winning this fight. He's limited with those long arms.
Zazueta trying to use that reach to land a body shot from long range. Doesn't quite get there. The feet of Dion Jones, time and time again, just a little bit too quick, just stepping out. The most basic of defensive movements.
Yeah, I mean, and those are the things we see from Jones at this point. Very athletic, and if anything, he can always control the range and distance with his feet. This hook right here, top of the temple. I mean, that was perfect, picture perfect in terms of where you want to hook the land. And I admire how Zazueta was able to grab Jones and display some unique strength right there. Holding on again. This was an all Jones round right here. Nice leaping left hook, in and out. You know, Jones has figured it out, at least tonight, how to get in range and get out of range. Almost seamlessly. He has got hit too, but he's been able to control the range and the distance with his hook.
It's round 4 underway. Big round there in round 3 for Dion Jones, protege of Jeff Mayweather.
The funny thing is that Zazueta, in a lot of ways, has twice as much experience as Jones has, but the lack of speed has really limited him in this fight against Jones. This is the work rate I like for both guys, actually. But I don't think that either of them can manage this and keep it up. But Jones is good when he's in and out, punching. And Zazueta has to keep up with him. So makes for a fun fight for us to watch, and both guys are more effective when they're throwing more punches.
Yeah, Sean, I think you very quickly identified the type of fighter that Zazueta is in the opening round. He is that tall fighter who clearly prefers to fight on the inside. Ideally, when you see a fighter this tall for his weight division, you want him to be a long-range jabber. But there are fighters who can do the opposite, who are kind of an octopus on the inside. They're tall and they're hard to deal with in there. He's just caught in that no man's land time and time again.
That sucks for him because he's equipped to do a lot of things, and he's really limited. I like to call it stereotyping boxing. Usually when you have a tall guy that's long, the stereotype there is that he fight from the outside. Zazueta can't really do that, but also can't get close enough to Jones to be effective.
Shot there from Dion Jones. He just missed with that left hook. It did connect. Maybe not as flush as he wanted, but that one did. Good shot from Dion Jones.
Zazueta carrying both hands low. And what happens is when Zazueta throws that left hand, the right hand creeps even lower. So again, we're talking about setting things up. If I were Jones, I'd be looking for a jab, a feint, and bringing that hook over the top. Or the classic hook to the body, hook to the head.
That'll work too.
Has Jeff not showed him the basics? Jeff Mayweather, that is.
Zazueta trying to find a route to the body there. And one thing Jones has done well in this fight, Sean, when these exchanges have got more and more chaotic, he's been able to land something accurately. It might not look conventional all the time, but his best moments have been in those moments of chaos.
Because of the kind of fighter he is.
Right.
He throws wide punches because typically as fighters, that's what we do. Like, you learn how to throw shorter, sharper shots. He hasn't done that yet, but his right is picture perfect for a Zazueta who stands tall and on the outside. Let's see if we see what you saw this round. Look, right here. Big punch, big jab right there. Nice straight shot coming from him. But it's a long shot aimed up. And that hook right there, and that hook. See, those are the punches that are open for Zazueta, who carries his hands low. And they're the punches that Jones knows to throw just out of nature.
And every time you get to the top,
and Jeff has got to get him together. I knew that was coming. He said, let him talk. Jeff don't say too much. Great guy.
He does on YouTube.
And oh boy, I've done interviews with Jeff. He's a riot. Body shot.
Excellent body work from Dion Jones to start things off. And look at that left hook climbing the ladder, snapping the head back of Zazueta.
Good hit to the body. I think they know now that hook is the punch. So here we are now. I think they're trying to set it up. The body shots to bring the hands down, and then we'll look to see Jones bring it up top with a hook.
All right now we're going to bring in the third member of our broadcast team, Sofia Gutierrez, who was in the corners between rounds.
Yeah, that's right. I was in the blue corner listening in to Coach Mayweather, what he was saying. He said you had a good round, and you're doing good at hitting the body, but now you got to go to the face. You got to go to the head. Go up and then bring it up. Go down, go up, and keep it going. Take your time with it.
Thank you so much, Sofia.
We got a Michael Jackson spin from Jones.
Big overhand right there from Zazueta.
Bringing the heat. Now listen, Jones is slowed down, at least at the moment. Zazueta has to take control.
I mean, every moment in this fight is something new for Dion Jones. And even that moment in the corner that Sophia just described, this is the first time that Jones has gone to his corner and his coach has probably told him, hey, you need to do something a little bit differently. When you're scoring those easy wins in Colombia, you don't have those interactions. You don't have to.
Yeah, and you know, I think both coach and fighter are going to learn in the moment in this fight. Zazueta, if anything, is durable. I don't mean to, make him sound like he's a B-side fighter or anything like that, but this is going to go the distance unless Jones is able to line up a picture-perfect left hook. We'll see. But if not, again, the learning curve for both fighter and coach is happening now.
Jones, as you might imagine, he's been learning on the job in the Mayweather gym. He's been spending time sparring Kermel Moton, one of the brightest prospects in the sport of boxing today.
Anything when you spar with Kermel, he's going to make sure that you're going to make sure that, or he's going to make sure, what you take your pick. Defense will be learned against a Kermel Moton who's very sharp and accurate, and offensively and defensively. He's the full package. When you talk about having limited experience, getting that experience in training is very beneficial to Jones.
Se da la vuelta cada vez que pasa el golpe. Si el referee no te dice que te pares, tú no tienes que pararte.
One more go. This is the sixth and final round.
Jones slowed down this round. Should have been around that Zazueta took control of. Right there momentarily, he threw a big overhand right. Something he's been looking for since the very first round. But I feel like this was still a Jones round right there. Zazueta having his way, but he needed to create more moments like that. Believe it or not, I still gave Jones that last round.
Sixth and final round. And that fifth round, I mean, it might have been one of the better rounds for Zazueta, but to your point, Shonda, I think still a round that you could score for Dion Jones, although at the very least, I think we're seeing from the intensity, the body language of Zazueta, he is acknowledging that he needs something big. He needs to pick it up at the very least.
Yeah, as we can see, Jones being what he was the first 4 rounds, that 5th round, I think if anything, just no man's land. Never been here before, I don't know how to act, so he knows now that he's got a lot left and he's about to use it all. Zazueta, on the other hand, knows that he has to land something big.
Lead right hand there from Jones. He's just continued to switch stances, use the dimensions of this ring, use his athleticism to puzzle Randy Zazueta so far.
I shouldn't, but I do. I shouldn't regret mentioning David Benavidez early in this fight because this kid does have the qualities of a David Benavidez, but he didn't perform as such through 5 rounds. Maybe he'll do something in 6.
Zazueta looking for a home run uppercut there. Dion Jones, good head movement to get out of the way. Now going for a walk.
I blame David's dad. David's dad is in the building. I blame him.
Well, I mean, to your point earlier, you see someone who's extremely tall for the weight class, likes to be aggressive, doesn't, just divert to being the tall jabber. I understand where you were coming from.
Yeah, big hook landed right there from Zazueta, but I can't imagine he's got enough pop on his punches to do something significant. We'll see. 2 big hooks landed from Zazueta now.
Jones grabbing a hold, taking a peek over to his corner. Again, all these moments brand new for both Jones and Zazueta. Zazueta coming over the top of the right hand, and now a sweeping shot catches Jones, who's stuck along the ropes, but now he turns the corner and puts some shots together of his own.
Zazueta waving him on too, you know? This is what Zazueta wanted and needed even, was a firefight. He just was too slow to keep up with Jones early in the fight.
Final 15 seconds of this contest. An exciting way to kick off this tournament. Which of these two men will advance to the finals in November? Listen.
Crazier things have happened.
Every decision is up in the air until Lupe Contreras reads it.
Decent fight. I feel like it was one-sided. I felt like in every way the fight was controlled by Dion Jones. From the punch output to the punches landed, the whole nine. We saw early on the hook was landing for Dion. And he kept going to it. Zazueta early on trying to manage the fight with the big punches, but then just were too slow. Telegraphic. You can see everything that Zazueta was going to throw. And we can see right here that Jones made a miss early on, made him miss all those big, heavy blows they was bringing, and came with a lot of fast offense of his own. Jones had it.
And the decision is now in the hands of Lupe Contreras. Let's send it back up to the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after going all 6 rounds inside of the Red Owl boxing ring, we consult the official scorecard to determine a winner. Judge Stoner scores about 58 to 57 in favor of Zazueta Medina. Judge Moss, 59 to 55 in favor of Jones. And Judge Citron scores about 58 to 56 in favor of the winner by way of split decision. And moving on to the next round of the Shadow Fight Goods Super Lightweight Tournaments. Prime time! Dion Jones!
So primetime Dion Jones picks up the split decision victory here. And Sean, when you were needling me about building a little suspense, about suggesting, hey, we don't know who's going to win, it's because of that 58-57 scorecard.
I don't know where that 58-57 came from. However, that's a one round away from being a draw. There were, I guess, for the sake of words, some close moments. I don't think close rounds, but close moments. But it was enough for this to be more of a 50-50 fight than I thought.
All right, let's send it up to Sophia, who's standing by with prime time.
All right, Dion, congrats on your win tonight. Your first time fighting the U.S., getting that win, securing it. Both of you guys were undefeated. How does it feel coming out on top and still having that 0?
A little disappointed I didn't get the knockout, but obviously my opponent, he came in real tough, so hats off to him. But yeah, it feels good. Always walk away with a victory.
I was listening in to your coach. He was telling you at first, go to the head, and then he told you go to the body. What other adjustments was he telling you to make?
Just same thing you just said. Go to the head, go body, mix it up. That's pretty much it, the whole fight, yeah.
And, training with the Money team, I know you've sparred against Curiel Monton. How does that experience helped you in the ring tonight?
Oh, just being in the Mayweather gym, you get all kind of top-level sparring, so I was prepared for this today. You got best fighters in the world all come over to the Mayweather gym to get some sparring in, so I was prepared for this, yeah.
Another win in the books. That just secures your spot for the tournament in November. Talk to me about the excitement.
Oh, that's going to be action-packed. If you're here today, be back on November 2nd. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
Congrats on your win. We're going to send it back to you guys ringside.